everyone, this is like King Gamer. It's like 6 o'clock in the morning or 6:13 or whatever, but as you can probably tell, hang on. Sorry, just wanted to get some extra light because in the last part, I'm not sure if you saw me, like actually saw my face because I was like in a dark area. So, anyways, this is it. We're at the last episode of Season 2. Like, I just want to get this out of the way right now so I don't have to worry about it later. So let's kick off with A Canterlot Wedding Part 2. So, like most two-parters, the episode begins with a recap of the last episode.
The wedding of Princess A Canterlot and my brother?
Smiley! I missed you, kid.
How dare you not tell me in person that you were getting married?
A threat has been made against Canterlot. Princess Celestia asked that I help provide additional protection.
But I'm still pretty ticked you're marrying some pony I don't even know.
Princess Miamore Cadenza is Cadence.
Cadence is the most amazing pony ever. I hope I'm not interrupting anything important.
Wow, she really was a bitch.
Cadence is me, Twilight.
Ouch.
And where she wear it?
Are you disagreeing with me? She's evil.
Even!
I belong.
Cadence hasn't been casting spells on me. She's been using her magic to heal me. If I were you, I wouldn't show up to the wedding at all.
Ouch.
Just the brothers. I'm sorry. You will see.
And this is where we left off. So we pick up where the episode left off, where Twilight is in an abandoned cave, and then something up with Cadence finally reveals herself into...
Where am I?
Ah!
Once owned a greedy unicorn who wanted to claim
Whew.
down his
Wow, she really does bring the intimidation factor.
And now, you are prison. Help! Help! It's no use. No one can hear you. And no one will ever think to look for you either.
Wow, this villain actually thought of planning ahead. I gotta give her props, whoever she is.
Forgotten that these cases exist, which is why they are the ideal place to keep the ones who try to interfere with my plan.
Oh. Wow. Did she actually think like Shikamaru from Naruto and actually plan that far ahead? I gotta give her props. So of course Twilight gets angry and starts shooting magical lasers all over the room out of rage. Only to find out that the crystals can, reflect lasers. But eventually she does reveal an open cave where she finds an actual Cadence. What a twist!
No! Wait!
Oh!
Please, don't hurt me.
So through a little dance, she figures out that she's the real Cadence, which means that the one that acted like Maleficent is a doppelganger.
You remember me. Of course I do. How could I forget the filly I loved to sit through the moment?
Wow, that's actually gotta kind of hurt for the previous fillies that she sat for. That's actually kind of harsh. So then we get the song. So as the real Cadence and Twilight escape, we get the song "This Day Awry." And
Day is going to be hard.
do I even have to explain why this song is good? The song is sort of like an S Disney style song. Well, the animation looks gorgeous. It's visually pleasing, and again, the song sounds like Disney-esque, but it shows like a combination of just like tragedy and caring at the same time.
I could care less about the dress I will partake in any cake. Thou will be lying when I say it is safe to say.
Seriously, do I even have to go into great detail why this is a good song? Oh yeah, and apparently the Cutie Mark Crusaders got called in as the Flower Girls, because I'm assuming they were thinking that can get in their cutie mark.
We will. We We just have to
So meanwhile, the real Cadence and Twilight eventually find an opening. But apparently we found out what the doppelganger did to her old bridesmaids. So then the real Twilight shows up and... Oh my god, is everybody still being a dick in this episode?
Ugh, why does she have to be so possessive of her brother?
And then the real Cadence shows up this time around.
What? But how did you escape my bridesmaid?
And okay, so the way they figure out escape is pretty much the one thing that any bridesmaids would go over. They'd be the one to try to get the flower and no doubt fight over it.
Clever, but you're still too late. I don't understand.
Yeah, AJ. I think Twilight's going to be accepting a few apology cards now.
How can there be two of them? She's a changeling. She takes the form of some pony you love and gains power by feeding off your love for him.
Holy shit! So that we are introduced to our villain, Queen Chrysalis, I think she's called. And I gotta say, I'm liking the design here.
Right, you are.
Though she does fall short from obvious villain tropes like boasting, monologuing, evil laughter, and here's a big surprise, she's gonna scream no when she gets defeated. But even still, like, really think about this. She manages to sneak into Canterlot and is going to take over with an army of changelings. Am I the only one who finds that dirty?
My changeling army will break through.
So then we get the infamous battle where Prince Celestia is finally going to step in and take action.
From you.
And then we get... Yeah, I don't think I need to address the elephant in the room where Princess Celestia gets defeated in one laser blast. I think a lot of people got really pissed off with this. Like, seriously, I can't even tell you the number of people who got really mad at Princess Celestia got beaten like one laser zap. And, yeah, I'm not gonna lie, that's kinda lame too, but really think about this. Queen Calistris has been sliding under the radar and feeding off of Shining Armor's love for a while. So, really think about this. Because she's been feeding off Shining Armor's love for him for this long, you probably would expect a Queen Chrysalis to be powerful than Celestia, okay?
The Queen.
Alright. So, with Celestia with no energy, she sends the main six to try to get the elements of harmony. I was gonna say, really? Canterlot's about to be taken over by a bunch of army and changing bugs, and you're gonna care about the damn dresses?
You can run, but you can't hide.
So as the main six run through, it doesn't take long for the army of changelings to eventually break through the shield, and as you can tell, it's the end of the world as we know it. It's the end of the world as we know it, but I feel fine. So we get a fast-paced action scene where the changelings drop down like meteors and start bombarding the main six. I see your face! But then we get this awesome fight scene where the main six come across an army of changelings and have to fight themselves.
We have to get to the elements of harmony. There are only hope.
And then we get the biggest awesome fight scene of the show. Just the changelings and the main six punching and kicking their... And we get a few funny moments here and there with Fluttershy pretending to be in the background. And then getting saved by Rainbow Dash from doppelgangers. This fight scene always just makes me smile.
Okay, this is just getting weird.
I know you may call it weird, AJ, but I call it awesome. Oh, and we also get at the Pinky scene. You know, the thing is that this fight scene is so awesome. It actually managed to be on the Hub's top 4 magical moments countdown, and it was number 1. Mostly because of this scene right here. Screw you! This is the fight scene that I wanted to see so much from a season finale. Which also makes the fight scene from Dragon Quest even more redundant. Heck, even when they manage to beat all those changelings, they end up getting captured once they get to the Elements of Harmony. So the changelings capture the main 6, and we find out Celestia actually gets in like a green cocoon and can't find a way to escape.
You were saying?
And Cadence gets glued to the ground, and Spike just stands there doing nothing. Could this idiot be any more useless?
You do realize the reception's been cancelled, don't you?
Haha, funny.
Go! Speed! It's funny, really. Twilight here was suspicious of my behavior all along. Too bad the rest of you were too caught up in your wedding planning to realize those suspicions were correct.
Burn.
Sorry, Twilight. We should have listened to you.
And this is one of the reasons why AJ is now the background pony, because she was the first, and quite possibly the only other member of the main 6 to apologize to Twilight. So, I guess that does make it up for your actions from the last part.
It's not your fault. She fooled every pony. I did, didn't I?
Alright, so eventually, while Queen Chrysalis is distracted, Twilight releases Cadence and brings Shining Armor back to normal.
Huh? Is the wedding over?
And with the real Cadence's help, they managed to pull off some gigantic magic, and I think you know where this is going to go. As we get a lovely animated as Shining Armor and Cadence use their love to defeat Queen Chrysalis and the Changelings. Drat! I've been foiled by the power of love! Because of this, it's the Changelings and Queen Chrysalis are never seen again as they blast off into the sky and over to yonder whateversville. And after they reunite, we get quite possibly a mature moral.
Fine. You have a real wedding to put together.
Oh, wait. They have to put on a real wedding before, where this time the real Cadence shows up, and everything that you knew from the last part, the opposite is what happened. So they put on the actual wedding this time, and Twilight even gets her own dress this time. Oh, we even see Twilight and Shining Armor's parents. Excuse me.
Seriously, though, I get why the Queen of the Changelings wanted to be with you, but how did you get someone as amazing as Cadence to marry you?
I told her she wouldn't just be gaining a husband, she'd be getting a pretty great sister, too.
You mean sister-in-law, right? So, of course, Shining Armor and
Shining Armor. The strength of their commitment is clear. The power of their love undeniable. May we have the rings, please?
So the two get the rings and they officially get married.
Mayor and Hope.
your victory as much as theirs. You persisted in the face of doubt, and your actions led to your being able to bring the real Princess Cadence back to us. Learning to trust your instincts is a valuable lesson to learn.
Yeah, it really is. And I knew they were going to kiss eventually.
Rainbow Dash, that's your cue.
And then we get to see Rainbow Dash pull off the Sonic Rain Boom, and later that night, the two dance, and we get this scene with Princess Luna.
Hello, everybody. Did I miss anything?
Yes, everything. And then we get our second song of the finale, Love is in Bloom. And it's short, but it's pretty friggin' awesome. Seriously, this song I have no words to say of how good it is. Yeah, it sounds like every generic part, but I say bullshit. Seriously, this song is so good, I actually feel like I can actually dance to this song. And we even get some clever, funny bits in there at the same time. It's just that good.
Twilight, none of this would have been possible without you, little sis. Love you, Twilight.
Love you too, BBBFF.
Ready to go?
Oh, almost forgot.
Yes, Miss Element of Generosity.
Now this was a great wedding. Oh, yeah? Just wait until you see what I have planned for the bachelor party.
Which we are not going to see. Thank God. But so the Maidens end the finale by laughing it off as we celebrate with fireworks of love in the air. So that was A Canterlot Wedding, and how does it hold up? Well, let me tell you this. Not only do I think this is a good finale, but this is my absolute favorite episode of Season 2. I know a lot of people find problems with this episode, but I find that hard to believe, okay? Like, the animation, of course, is stunning, with a few minor errors from time to time. I like how it really fools you into thinking that it's just going to be a generic wedding episode, only to find that something bigger is going to happen. Of course, the fight scene's fantastic. The twist is very clever, and the villain was pretty good, for the most part. So, all I gotta see in this finale is an A+. Okay, like, the first part was an A, but the second part makes up for it. So, as a whole, A Canterlot gets an A+, because as I said, this is my favorite episode of Season 2. Well, finally wanted to get this out of the way. Alright folks, I'm FlickCam Gamer, and this time around, I'll see you guys when we kick off Season 3 with the Crystal Empire. See ya.